is what I should be doing. Also this is an old video, but again I should be doing this. But unfortunately I'm not. We are tearing down the engine. As you would have seen in the last video and the video before, we have done a compression test, we have taken the big ends off. Now we have new big end bearings to fit, just to replace because they're off. There was nothing wrong with the last ones, as you would have seen. I'll do some overlays now. So yeah, we've got good compression across every cylinder. We have got a good crank and good bearings. So, leaves us with a few more things. Check the timing chain tensioner on my head. As we've all said, turn the crank, get top dead center, get these lobes off the tappet. Check for tappets, okay. Check obviously the valve springs, they should be fine. We've got upgraded Piper ones. Check the timing chain tensioner, we said yeah for slap, and just basically start tearing things down when it's in the car. Put some oil back in, turn it over, and
these sophisticated new hydraulic tappets. They have many advantages. They're maintenance free, a real bonus for service personnel. They're quiet, and they maintain the correct valve timing over longer periods. So let's have a look at their main features.
It occurs because during long periods with the engine off, the tappets are drained of oil. On starting the engine, they are refilled via the oil circulation system. Hydraulic tappets should be pressed lightly with a wooden or plastic wedge, with the camshaft in the top dead center position for each cylinder. It should not be possible to compress the tappet more than 0.1 millimeters. If the travel is greater, as shown here, the tappet must be renewed.
okay, so a little update. Many days have gone past. I'm not getting a chance to work on a car obviously at the moment. Chelsea's back in work, and with spending time with family, which is obviously the most important thing which I want to be doing, and as well as looking after Hope now. It's pretty much leaves us just for the Tuesdays at the moment. So big shout out, James is coming down this Tuesday. So we've had a new set of King's bearings, and if you looked in the old video, I was a bit concerned about the lines which are going sideways, I mentioned, but the new bearings have them, and that's just the machining on the bearings. That's great. I didn't need them, but for the sake of 35 quid, I've ordered them. I've got some oil, I've got a filter, so yeah, they're new things to go on a car. I got stuff everywhere at the moment. You can hear the rain is horrible out too, so yeah, I think where I left you off. So look, I think what I really need to do, the next thing is, James is gonna put these on with obviously like proper engine grease or lube or whatever, these new bearings, get the sump and stuff back on it. I want to then, I keep saying timing, I mean timing chain, okay? So I want to get the rocker cover off. I'll flip you around now and show you what I mean. Okay, so take the rocker cover off, okay? As well as take the timing chain cover off on the side, and really look out, see if there's any slack on the chain. I'll show you on this engine now to explain what I'll be doing, as well as check the rockers, the tappets and the cams. So I've turned this engine ready to show you. So just like the video previously, all these should be up, okay? Which they are up, and you can see they will move lightly, and they can move back and forth. But I shouldn't be able to put a feeler gauge underneath any of them when they are up, okay? So this one, the chain is nice and tight and stuff on it, yeah? When you turn the engine, it automatically tensions the chain. But what we will be looking for is tension down here to make sure that the tensioner is working, is pulling the chain tight. We should be able to see that just by taking the rocker cover off. But it's not much extra work to take this off on the side. And again, that's part of the benefits of having a spare engine here. And if it is tappet related, okay, I do have a full set of tappets in that engine. So I've done the test, I've pushed down on them, and they're all good, and I know they were working. I'll be honest with you, I really am hoping by the end of this video we have diagnosed and resolved the issue, okay? A few things, okay, people have reached out and spoken to me about, and they have said, everybody says it's top end. I've spoken to the guys who were at the dyno as well, who listened on the stethoscope, who thought it was bottom end 1 and 2. They said as well, it could be the chain now, thinking about it, because that's the closer side. RS Taz said it's very likely to be the chain. People have said, well, obviously lifters and stuff, of the tappets. And I think it sounds very much like that. I'm going to insert a video now, okay, of a K-series engine, and that sounds exactly like my car. I know obviously it's just a YouTube video that I'll be sharing with you, but it does sound very similar. In terms of the pace, of a note, of a noise, have a listen. What's your thoughts? Also, an old video that I sent to James when I did the downpipe and welded and fabricated like the before I put the flexi in. Listen to this video. I'll turn the volume up on it. Play it back a few times, okay? Listen to the note of the engine when it's cold. Listen to the pickup. Listen to the tappet, okay? James said at the time, said, oh, that sounds tappety. He went on the video, I was like, nah, it's just for video. But I used to tap when it started up, okay? Not always, but sometimes. Which then leads me on to this, and my thinking. And again, internet people help me diagnose things. Maybe going down the wrong rabbit hole, I'm pissing in the wind. But this engine holds 4.5 litres of oil, okay? But does it? That's a standard engine, okay? So say it uses quarter of a litre or half a litre of oil through the turbo oil lines, okay? I filled this car up with 4.5 litres of oil. And it's really difficult with a brand new oil to read on a dipstick. So, took on the dyno, assumed there's 4.5 litres of oil. Maybe I didn't have 4.5 litres of oil in it. Maybe I only had 4.25. Maybe I've lost half a litre of capacity through the oil lines and stuff. The dyno, I'll put the video up now, okay? The car is sitting at that angle, okay? Hold that thought. Okay, so next, car sitting at that angle, okay? Tappets, we're always on our way out. Old, done over 100,000 miles, okay? Car sitting like that. Struggling maybe to get oil to the top end because it's not picking up from pickup because it's not got enough oil in it, okay? Working hard to get up the top. It's got oil in the tappet, but they run empty, they run dry. Tapping starts predominantly silent. Come home, flush the oil. Leave it a few days. I then put new oil in it, okay? And start it up. But I only put 530 in when it's supposed to be 1040. My bad, but that's all I had. The next thing, the coil packs. I'm going to reattach the video again now, okay? I'm not going to say, but look, play and zoom in. And use your head. No one's picked this up yet, no one's called it out. It might be minor, but I believe this is a contribution to the note change and the difference in the sound. Okay, you can see when I'm revving it. Number 2 and number 4 bouncing around like that. They're not making contact. When you put number 1 and number 3 on, okay, they clip in. Anybody with an Esco Cosworth, small turbo, or Transit, or one of these engines who shares the same coil packs knows that they sit loose and you've got to screw them on to hold them down. Have you ever heard when you've had a coil pack not making contact or a spark plug, it's like tick, 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 tick. That noise, that will impact the idle, that will impact the revs, okay? That hasn't helped the situation. So look, what I need to do is get this all buttoned back up, get oil in it, get it turned over, check all these things, and hopefully diagnose it from there if it hasn't already, fixed that problem. What's your thoughts? I've also picked the phone up and spoke to Pipers and Piper Cams, because they're the guys who done the upgraded valve springs for me, and they're like a massive poundage one. And they said these tappets are designed to run on standard lifters, so they don't need to be upgraded and they don't need to be solid ones. However, what they did say, I'm using a new component with an old component, so that could immediately cause fail over a short period of time, okay? So it could also be a fault with the lifters, which they might have said, okay? And what I described, they said, it sounds very lifter-like, tappet-like. Hydraulic tappets are known to be like this. I've experienced this with old CVH engines. But yeah, looking at that, it's making me really, really sad. And the car is causing me some anxiety and depression at the minute. I know it's like bold saying that, but it's all I'm thinking about constantly in my head, and I can't help it. Because we worked so hard. This car was going great. And it's been a labour of love over 5 years. I've even thought of selling it at a loss. And my Fiesta's Turbo, just to get them out of my life because they are so consuming. But then I realised the reward they bring, I'm just being stupid. It's just reflection, as you can see on the corners. So look, yeah, there's actually like no metal in there. Tiny little bit of like foreign bodies contamination, but that could just generally dirt and dust and stuff. It's been sitting in here now, because it's been sitting in here for like the best part of like 4 or 5 days in a dusty garage. Okay, so something else I want to explain to you. So going back to the pistons, okay, so you got your big end, which are here, which go around and you crank, okay, and you got these then that go up and down, yeah. So this in here is your small end, okay. So you see there, small end. Small end will get movement back and forth there, which will cause obviously a bit of maybe piston slap and movement in here. Look, what do you think? Do you think that noise sounds like small end bearings? At this stage, it's a very rare one to have. I can't really imagine the small end bearings going. But look, just to explain to you, these are standard RS2000 rods and pistons. Look at how thin they are compared to the ones I've used. And you'll also see on here the old bearings. So yeah, small end, that's how they work. Oh my God, have you ever smelt this stuff? So this is gasket paper. Oh, it smells like cheesy feet or whatever. It's just, oh, I don't know what it smells like. I don't know what's going on with this light to make my hair look terrible. It looks like spikes. So yeah, I'm going to quickly make a gasket for this, all nice and cleaned up, because I couldn't get one off a shelf. It only came in the kit. And I've also cleaned out the sump as well with some brake cleaner and a rag. I just need to blow this out of an airline, but it's too late to do that now. In fairness, that is nice and clean. Courtesy of Parkside, Lidl's very, very own brake cleaner. So yeah, cleaned up all the edges and stuff ready for some sealer to go on. I've left the gasket in there because it's obviously seated nice and it likes to ping out by there normally. But yeah, James is up in the morning, get the bearings on, hopefully get this off, get it checked. If it is the tappets and stuff, it means we've got to retime the engine and order a tensioner, which means it's very unlikely it'll be back running in this video. But also we need to put some oil in it, which I've got the oil, I've got a new filter. Hopefully it doesn't rattle. Hopefully it doesn't make the noise. Hopefully it's fixed. Get some miles in it and avoid the dyno, because I'm scared of one from now. I've been thinking so much about jacking all this car nonsense in. Loads of subscribers have messaged me and say, Dan, screw your head on. I'm looking to get an Evo, 4 doors for family. Mark II Focus RS, get rid of this, get rid of the Fiesta's Turbo. Somebody tell me I'm being stupid. and really, really sporadic and impulsive. I'm gonna regret it. Because I loved this thing when I was running, didn't I? I absolutely loved it. That will do. Okay, so the secret to making a good automotive gasket, right, if you're doing body work or anything like that or something like this, is a dirty finger. Rub your finger on the protruded edges, okay, to get yourself a template. As easy as that. I've done that 1,000 times, making templates for welding or patches, all that kind of stuff, or just general measuring. It does help. And like you said, it's just true then, isn't it? So it's no like, I don't know, you're not going to make any errors. And like you said, that's the boy, it's done until it gets fitted. Maybe with dab sealer, maybe not, I don't know. I don't think we put sealer on it last time. Oh, this stuff smells though.
One eternity later.
This stuff is lubey and thick.
Made by bees.
Fair play.
Good stuff.
Okay, so obviously you can see where the rock covers off. James is having a play now on the tappets. I have come across something, so I'm very happy right now because it could be something. I'm going to show you very quickly. I'm going to flip you around and you'll see, get James to do it. It is dark and obviously we have got the LED lights on, so it might impact the recording quality, but we may have found our problem. Okay, so take a look at this one now. So this is number 2.
Well, this is what a good one.
Yeah, do that first.
Should look like. So you can push it up. We really got to get in there.
Yeah, so that one's quite stiff, that is, yeah. You can hear it bouncing back up too. Take a look at this one.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get in, you know what I mean?
And we identified this purely as well by pushing down this way onto it. If you push down that way onto that one, you don't get it, but pushing down onto this one, this is just literally, it's got nothing retaining and holding it up, so I believe it's lost its pressure. Hold on, take another look. Well, you can hear it. They're not supposed to have movement in them. We understand obviously that they would have, what's it called, lost oil and stuff like that. But just for example, if I was to do that on my other engine, there you are, look, it's not doing none of these ones.
Yeah, you really got to force it in there.
And then we got this engine, but if I was to try it on that engine, we know it's not going to do on that one either. So we're going to look at this one quickly, and I'm going to push down on there. And it's pretty much, it's nothing, it's a big bit of force. But we're going to go to this one. Oh, it's not going to do it now, is it? Sod's law. Now I'm trying to record it. Hold on. Oh, I can't get to work now.
Kind of see it.
Hold on a minute, let me see if I use my other tool. Let's have a look. Typical.
Yeah, there we go. Kind of see it.
It was moving loads just now, it was. Yeah. My bloody luck, innit? Let's get another tool.
Oh, the other side, you're right-handed.
It's just gone really soft at the end now. Watch this now, right? It's not meant to do this. Oh, mate.
I just bent the end of the tool.
How the fuck is that doing it? No, fucking. How the fuck do we have to move?
There we go.
But, look at the movement in that, up and down now. You can see it. You can see the oil pooling up on the back as well, probably, if you look closely. The movement. It was moving a lot more than that anyway.
Yeah, it's hard to pick it up in the video,
Yeah.
but...
Right, I'm going to zoom in there, right? So, take a look. That's my finger.
Well, that's my finger.
Yeah, that's James's finger. It's not meant to move.
We'll look at the other one. Oh, look at the other side.
Yeah, that was not moving.
Yeah, I can't move out.
And I'm also going to do something else now, just to prove this, okay? So bear with me, okay? I just want to do something. Stay tuned and watch this next part. Okay, so trusty feeler gauge. James is obviously using his.
See 0.102 of a mil. Straight in, straight out. There's a bit of drag there, but it shouldn't go in at all, really.
And then this one. You can't even get in.
At all.
And what's this one? This one's 0.279, is it?
Yeah.
So this one's 0.279.
That might go in there.
That one won't move in there. That is, look, watch this bad boy now. What's I'm doing there? There you are. It's underneath it, completely under. So look, that has been held in by it. So yeah, that is it. Ba-ba boom. So there we are, look. I don't know if you can see. It's really difficult. You're probably bored of me doing this by now. That's moving by hand. That's without even putting a screwdriver or anything on it. So yeah, you little fucker. Just taking the chain off my old engine, so the chain cover. Jim's going to show me how to detension this, and then something I'm going to do in the upcoming week is take all these sprockets off, take the chain off, take the cam caps off, obviously, put the cam caps back on in the order if they come off. They are numbered if I recall. Take these tappets out. I'm going to soak them all in some nice fresh oil. And then, yeah, next job is timing chain tensioner on order tonight for this. And then hopefully sometime next week or whatever, let's get this timed back up with the new tappets back in there. I can put the exhaust back on this now in my spare time. And hopefully maybe next week we'll be out in it. And I tell you what, right? Back on a dyno. Yeah, back on a dyno. Fucking tears. Maybe do a few more miles on it and do dyno, I don't know. I want to enjoy it. Yeah. But
at least it wasn't mileage related.
Yeah, 100%. So we found it. It's a failure. And look, let me flip you around. It may not be fixed. It may not. I would like to say it is. James, would you put your name to it? Is that now? Would you? I'm confident.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain
it's going to be. And do you know what? The 100 comments about tappets may be all right.
Yep, maybe I was wrong.
No, we're wrong, mate. I think it's like you said, the noise is, it was in our face. It developed really fast.
Put it this way, they didn't sound like my tappets.
Yeah. Look, and I said, CVH engine, right? Weak start the motor, like a crazy frog, right? And if you ever had a CVH RS turbo, and then eventually starts like, and it goes for 10 minutes until they fill up. I got a brand new set of tappets down there, or a U set for from Burton's for a Fiesta RS turbo, spare. But anyhow, that's going off on something else. I think the job would be to get this done, get it out, enjoy it now, get the bits off this engine, get this ready. Like I say, I'll get the exhaust on it. I can do some cleaning up as well because it's got some stinking handprints all over it and it's getting my OCD, it's killing me. And then James will be back out there. Hopefully I go to a cruise soon. There's something coming up in February. It is Outsiders up in Philly maybe, I can't remember. It's really good anyway. Everyone's asking about the car. Let's get it up there. And anyway, get in the description, in the comments now, what you think a brake horsepower will be next time. We're just playing with toys, having a good look now. You can still see all the cross hatching on the bows and stuff like that. Yeah. You can see the valves as well. Okay, so there we have it. Fingers crossed. Well, I say fingers crossed, it's more than likely 99%. It's got to be right. So touch wood for everyone for me. Obviously, I can't keep it. I've spoken to a few people, everyone who knows about the car, and they all agree that shouldn't happen, and that is most likely to be it. So yeah. We're going to get the tappets out of the old engine, rebuild some of them, swap them around. We're not going to buy new because you can't buy new genuine Ford ones anymore. So I'm going to continue using original ones. And the ones in the old engine worked. Get them in. I've ordered the time and chain tensioner. I'll get that up. So that will be on the car too. We'll retime it, get it started up and put some miles on it, enjoy it now. And then I'm going to run it for a bit more with some 1040. I'm going to flush it. And then put some 1050 oil in it is the plan. And yeah, we'll get it back in the dyno then, we will. And I really hope that this is the end of all my issues, not the start of more to come. I just want to say a big thank you to everybody, okay? Everybody in the comments, even the little digs I get and stuff now and again. Being a bigger, bolder, growing channel, you're going to get them. A massive thank you to James. James is dedicating so much time coming down. He doesn't have to do this. He really feels like he's warranted his work and he's gold. He's great. He's a great guy. So thank you, James, for all the help and support. Thank you, Chelsea, for mentally helping me get through it and putting up with me. And thanks to all the loyal, committed subscribers. Look, share, like, comment, help my algorithm grow, help me grow this channel. Like I said, 2025 is a year which I said I wanted my channel to take off. I've had some amazing news. My unit has been secured, so I will be in there in the near future, growing my channel, growing my Fiesta RS Turbo, doing builds and taking bits on for people to do and stuff like that. I've already had a few people reach out to me and they want stuff done, so I'm like, yes, let's bring it on. But yeah, I need my channel to grow, and the little revenue that the channel does make for me will just help me grow it and grow what you get to see on it. So yeah, from one mumbling, rambling Welsh guy who you don't all understand to an amazing audience and a fantastic bunch of people who watch my channel and give me the energy and the engagement to just keep on doing what I'm doing. So until next time, and hopefully we get the car running in the next one. But yeah, let's say goodnight to that, and I'll see you soon.